up, guys? Welcome back to Shed Tour. Starting a new episode. We pulled into this area earlier today, got camp set up, which is just a really nice, comfortable truck camp. Look who I'm with.
What up, guys? We're out here doing it again.
Man, like I said on that last video, Chag's one of my favorite to do it with. Been lucky enough to hit 3 trips now. This is our 3rd trip.
Yeah, this will be the 3rd.
And Chag's been out a bunch. I've been home dealing with family stuff, and he's been doing good, so he invited me out here. I'm excited to do it again because we haven't hit this type of country for a long time. This is different than what I've been hitting, and Chag knows this country really well, so we're out here looking for elk sheds again, of course, and probably some deer, possibly.
Yep, could be some muleys, could be some big bulls. Who knows who's hit it? We don't have any tracks to go off of. We got a fresh storm, so it'll be kind of nice because sometimes you can get in your head this time of year with how many people have already gone out. So now it's just fresh ground and you just start looking for antlers.
Yeah, hopefully the people tracks are washed out from that last rainstorm so we don't get discouraged. There's a lot of elk tracks in the mud and elk droppings right through here. Today, I would love to find one single elk antler. I don't care if it's white, brown, big, or small. That's my goal.
Sounds like a good one. That'll be mine too.
One each. Let's do it.
100 yards, 50 yards from the rock.
Okay, I'll kind of stay by this ditch then. There goes Chag. We're splitting up and seeing lots of elk sign already. But he's going right. I'm kind of taking left. Just check the Onyx. We are not into this hike very far at all. 0.8 miles. And walking through this stuff, just checking out all the tracks. I was just filming a rub back there and I look directly ahead of me. There's a big white elk shed up here. So I'm on the board. My goal has been met. Check this out. Well, it kind of propped up on this bench, either cruising through or bedded right there. And that's a nice quality hard white bone. Dude, I'm stoked. I met my goal and we're 0.8 miles in. We're not even out here that long. And I've already got a dang nice hard white. Do a pickup real quick and then we'll carry on out to our destination. And that, my friends, is the first elk shed of the trip. It's been, well, I found one last week on a long hike, but it's been a little while before I really got into them good. So, man, maybe this is the trip out here with Martin. Just a nice, solid, hard white. Busted that 5th off completely. Had a little evidence of a nice devil tine, just a knob. But I'm happy, guys. I'm stoked to even find a shed of that quality on the first hike out here. The type of bone you just want to find, right? I'll stack these up all day, every day, and to do it in this cool desert country, what a bonus, man. I'm so grateful. Still cruising through, kind of dropping down some of these like ledges. Nothing too crazy, but just benchy in here. On and off track, non-stop. Like there's old sign, new sign, and everything in between. Yeah, really good elk track. Here's some fresh stuff. Looks like some.
I just hit your boot track.
Oh,
Looks pretty fresh.
Martin's on my boot track, which doesn't mean much. There could be a brown right there. So we're just pushing through, but I wanted to tell you guys, like, I don't know if you've noticed my all-in marsupial vinyl harness. It's brand new. I totally forgot that I took out the buckles and the straps, so we've got some shoelaces taking care of business for me. Honestly, pretty nice so far. What do you know? It is not big by any means, but that's what you call a bonus. I've already found my antler for the day. So we will always take anything in addition to the goal. And this thick stuff right here is just pounded with beds. I was coming up from this bottom and spotted that out ahead of me. Might be a 2-year-old antler, but look at all the sign. We've been passing beds and rubs. There's definitely some bulls piled up in here. Well, I've got about the easiest camp setup of all time. I've got the GFC and a Peak sleeping bag. For a while, I never had a set of these stairs, and I must say, it's a nice little accessory to the camper top. Easy side access. Just climb up here, but got the Peak Solus sleeping bag. Really been enjoying that. 2 pillows, because 2 is better than 1 when it comes to pillows. So I got to throw my pillowcase on here. Let this all fluff back up, and this is camp right here. This is where I'll be sleeping. Here we go. We made it back to camp. There's the antlers. Martin found a really pretty 6-point. They're about the same age, class bull. My burr's a little bigger than his, so might be a year older, but about the same caliber. Anyways, we're back to camp and we're gonna grub. There we go, guys. Look at these plates. Look at that juicy ribeye. That looks so good. So Martin started a fire. I'm gonna go serve him a plate. We're gonna grub. Big old dinner next to a giant fire. Heck yeah. That's so good.
First bite's good.
So worth the time and effort. Not gonna complain about that one bit.
Was that
Go for it.
Oh. Right in the face.
I could go get the cooler too. We can cut on.
Sweet potatoes are perfect. See if I could cut this steak on this flimsy plate.
I should go grab that Yeti.
I think it's gonna work. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Is it a campfire 10 or
I'd say so. 9.8.
solid? Well, good morning, folks. This is now a cooking episode, which we used to actually do quite a bit on this channel. People seem to love it. So it's pretty basic breakfast for Chag and I. Bacon and eggs. And this little Camp Chef Rainier is perfect for a setup like that for 2 people. We need a couple plates. We're gonna serve Martin first plate. So today we've got a full day after we cook breakfast and just kind of get our packs ready. 3 bacons for Chag and a hot plate to fuel us this morning, and then we'll be right back out there. So make sure you guys eat good. We used to have this saying, you don't need to eat like crap when you're out camping, just get a Camp Chef. Man, that was literally like almost a decade ago. If you watch those old cooking videos, leave us a comment. If you want us to bring them back, let us know. What a gorgeous day to be out here, guys. This is literally like chilly enough where I got to have my hoodie on and long sleeve, but I know it's going to warm up throughout the day and a light breeze, but perfect spring day. Martin and I just left the pickup truck and he's swinging down a little lower to the right while I head through here, but a lot of elk track already. And again, similar country as yesterday, really thick junipers, sagebrush, and just a mess of like, you know, downfall and dead trees. So there's got to be something tucked up in here. We just have to find it. Look at this. Elk tracks. Following.
Damn, bro, I got a boot track here.
Got some good news from Chag. He just popped off the radio and said he got a brown. So I think we're not quite even 1 mile into this hike, and he's got himself a good one. So I told him I wanted to see it. I gotta see a brown on the ground just to get my eyes adapted. So he's gonna wait for me and I'll go film the pickup for him. But right in the direction when he said on the radio he was headed to a certain spot, he had dropped a pin on Onyx exactly where he wanted to go, and it's 20 yards from his pin. That's how good Chag is. Chag, you dog.
Got lucky and caught a glimpse of a royal sticking up over the sagebrush. The dang sagebrush is 3 feet high.
So what he's talking about is what? Shabam. Yes, sir.
Like right there.
And you got to go watch his video to see the raw stuff, because you can't recreate the raw stuff. Why he was filming that one and walking up on it. Oh, what? The other side. So guys, make sure you go to Martin's channel to watch him walking up on these and the pickup. I don't want to spoil it on ours, but I wanted to show you guys what he found. I'm so pumped for Chag.
About 30 minutes into our hike today.
Yeah.
So either we used up all our luck or we have some potential to find more. I'll just preface this by saying Eric walking up was more excited than I was when I walked up on him.
I just haven't seen this scene in so long. And what I mean by that is the type of terrain, the red dirt sand. Like, I just haven't hunted and shed hunted this type of terrain in many years. And just to see that laying there was like, even though it wasn't me spotting it, it was almost the same feeling. So the fact that I walked up to it and Martin goes, turn around. And that's when I got to see the other side. So good for Chag. I love his front view.
Yeah, real strong, cool beams.
Gosh, man, I'm hoping I can find something like that.
9 or 10 pounders.
Okay, good work for Chag. He's going to buckle those up to the pack, and we're going to start making some lines. So one thing that we're going to do is, I feel like we've been doing this all summer. Not all summer, all spring. Is sometimes when we get to shed hunt, we like legit end up miles apart. But we have found it to be pretty effective to just kind of stay together, parallel each other, stay within distance, and really communicate like what sign we're seeing and just try to narrow it down to get both of us in what we think is the zone. So we have a plan leaving here just to kind of parallel each other out here to the edge and then down. So not only that, it's just kind of fun to be around and close enough to come over and celebrate. That made my day. Well, I told you guys at the beginning of the video, we might find some deer sheds. I got about 10 yards from this one, and it's a nice brown. Heck yeah, hadn't really been in the elk sign right through here, but I will take a bonus brown deer shed all day, every day. Look at that. Pretty sweet. You've got to pay your respects for the brown muley shed and get a pickup. Compact little sucker, but pretty sweet, guys. Check that out. Heck yeah, one brown deer shed. That was not on my goal list, but being brown, in my opinion, makes it pretty sweet. Okay, we're gonna build the drink of all drinks, and what that is, Ignite and Summit Surge mixed with Hydrate and Peach Mango. I'm gonna throw those two together so I can get some extra energy and hydration. So you got caffeine, you got some electrolytes. But I'm curious, for those of you who have Mountain Ops, do you guys like to mix your flavors? If so, if you got some good combos, let me know. I don't pre-plan my combos. I just kind of mix what I have, but those two flavors ought to be pretty good, because this is a citrus, like a tropical citrus, the Summit Surge, and Peach Mango. Those ought to blend pretty well. But guys, I'm getting skunked. I've been down in this canyon. I decided to drop some elevation and go check out the bottom of this canyon and on these benches, and there was tracks. but I didn't find anything, nor did I glass anything either. Gonna try to drink the rest of that before I get to the truck, stay hydrated, and see if we can find a bone. Following tracks, following sign, and bam! Another muley shed. Dude, I'm in the desert. I'm in the desert muley pocket right now. Look at that. Chalked out, but we'll hold on to it for now for motivation. This little bench right here is tracked out, and they're using these ledges to bed on. I'm just gonna walk through here for a minute and see if I can't get lucky. Martin's just down below me, so again, trying to work together and grid out some of the more popular stuff. I am really liking this, guys. I think I'm gonna find something. Look at these beds. It looks like bull elk track, and it looks like they're bedding up on this little bench. And I have not cut a boot track, which is good. So wish me luck. Well, one of the coolest things I'm yet to see out in the mountains, Martin just looked over my head onto this cliff band and was like, dude, is that a dwelling? And it looks like there was one right here. We'll check. But to the right, there's just this little window, like over in this rock face. And it is clearly man-made. So we're hiking up to check it out. Personally, I've never seen a lot of this stuff in person. I know Martin has, but I just don't have the eyes for it, I think. So I've never noticed them when I've been out and about. This is the... We're just in the same canyon where the elk are. Whoa. What's this? Nothing. Sweet.
What?
Yeah, my eyes are just like looking for arrowheads now.
Looks like maybe someone's been here. There's a couple sticks.
Huh. Yeah, this is the first one you notice. It looks like it's crumbled down. Oh, man.
Yeah, someone made a little fire.
Yeah.
Get out of here, bro.
Yeah, get out of here. So yeah, this was all built up, and you can see it's all crashed down. But that's still pretty cool. Holy crap,
You
dude.
can tell it was built up a little more.
Look at that.
Crawled in.
Holy crap, dude. Look how small that hole is. What's in there? Just a little cave, huh?
That's so weird. Maybe it's like a stash.
Yeah.
Look how there's like wood right there across the top for the framing.
Support it. Huh, that's wild. And then this looks like it was something right there. Not a lot, but just enough. You didn't have some shelter, but dude, look at where this is. Hole and boom, giant canyon.
I could just see someone saying, I'm driving to the end of the road.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to spot if you're just walking, but last thing that
Here we go, packing out of this draw. Working our way to the next.
2 years old.
Just got to find a way to get out.
Little color.
Maybe right up that finger. Well, none of us are going to find them all in this thick stuff, thank goodness, because I have been all over boot tracks. And then I find this. My one elk antler for the day. Gold-met, little baby bull. Oh man, there is so many elk tracks in here. I've been feeling motivated and just trying to focus and scan, but geez, the amount of boot tracks is wild. But they're in here, so look at that little thing. Radio Martin and let them know the good news.
Go. Highlight of the day.
Street tacos for Chag and a taco bowl for me. We've got white rice, burger with our best seasonings yet, taco seasonings, and some avocado. Well, Martin said it earlier when he found his set. He said we either just burned up all our luck, or we're going to have a killer good day. And honestly, after that, it's pretty slow besides a couple deer sheds. Lucky that Martin found that brown set. Because like I said earlier, that made my day super fun. You just never know with this shed hunting, man. It's unpredictable. But I think that's what keeps us coming back, is guessing and the curiosity of like, what are you going to find? For now, good night. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. We stayed the night. I woke up the next day, did about a half-day hike, and honestly didn't find anything at all. So the place had been pounded with other people. You know, you can't let that really get to you. A lot of people want to get out and enjoy it and, you know, shed hunt, enjoy their public land. So if we would have walked those same lines maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, we might have done a little better. But a good time with Chag, as always. I love hanging out with him and shed hunting with him. And guys, if you want to support the channel, go in the description box. We got all our partners and discount codes. And if you want to buy some of the merch, the Hush gear, that is all on our website at gethushin.com. And I just want to let you guys know we started a monthly subscription box where it's $30 shipped, month-to-month subscription, and we'll send you a limited edition style Hush apparel. Could be a hat, a shirt, possibly a hoodie, seasonings, who knows, just something Hush. So it's affordable and it comes to your door monthly. So go check that out. All the links are in the description box, guys. I'm excited to get home, take care of some family stuff, go hit brush for bucks with the crew, and at some point get back after it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let us know in the comments, and we'll see you on the next one.